I remember standing there in the thrift store, flipping through this book, deciding whether or not I wanted to buy it. Obviously, there was something in it I wanted to stitch because I bought it and brought it home, but looking through it today, I can't figure out what that was. So let me know if you see something in here that you think might have been my inspiration. I'm Michelle, this is my Romantic Tangle, and we're going to do a flip through of Art Nouveau Cross Stitch by Barbara Hammett. I picked this one up at Goodwill about a year and a half ago, which I know because it has a sticker on it and because the receipt is in it. It's been in my stack of things I want to do a flip through of for months now. The book is projects inspired by the Art Nouveau style, and there is a description of Art Nouveau and each of the individual artists. I have not read all of that cover to cover. I've just gone through and looked at all of the pretty pictures and the patterns. So let's see what's in here. The first one is an Alphonse Mucha piece. This could not be any different from all of the gorgeous Alphonse Muchas that Stitchy Witch 42 Audrey is doing, but it is so pretty. And I like that. So the one in the sample is To the Future. It also has variations for To Health and Happiness, Cheers, To the Future, To the 21st Century. I thought that was cute. This one is Asymmetrical Floral Design, and they've done placemats. Then there is Inspired by Persia and Peacocks. That might have been the thing I wanted to stitch, but I don't remember ever seeing it before, which makes me think it's not. I tend to bring home cross-stitch books at the slightest excuse, so maybe there wasn't anything. Maybe it was just the pretty stained glass. Say gold and spiral decoration. I remember debating because not all of the pages are affixed to the book. Art Nouveau flowers. Those are pretty. I like Art Nouveau. But liking something and liking it enough to stitch it aren't necessarily the same thing. Tiffany's decorative glass. Here's another Tiffany inspired piece. I think it might have been that I wanted to stitch. We took a trip recently and saw lots of gorgeous Art Nouveau stained glass, so I'm in a decorative stained glass mood right now. Walter Crane's Flower Ladies. These are another candidate for maybe they were the thing I was going to stitch. There's some pretty stuff in here. There's a Vossi landscape clock. There are a surprising number of clocks in this book because I would think, how many clocks do you think you'd cross stitch if you were going to cross stitch a clock? Patterns inspired by floral folios. The Macintosh Rose. I've seen that somewhere else recently, the original image. Some of the patterns in this book, the grids are very tiny. There's the other clock. And the white rose and the red rose. That's another one I've seen somewhere recently, which I guess if you're looking at a cross-stitch book based on popular works of art is going to happen. There's a section of small motifs for design ideas, which I like because that gives you, if you're stitching gifts, but what I like more are the decorative borders. And there are more borders than there are in this photograph of the borders. I think those I like cross-stitching bookmarks. I don't know why. That's Art Nouveau cross stitch. I can see some things in here that I might want to stitch. I can't see anything that makes me go, ooh, that's why I bought the book, but it'll sit on my sewing room bookshelf and maybe I'll stitch something out of it someday and maybe I won't. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my Romantic Tangle.